Hello, I'm Ken Cathy Suhr, and we moved down here from the Quad Cities in 2008.
I was in church every Sunday, pretty much my entire childhood and some of the adulthood, but it was just that. It was just going to church every Sunday, and it really wasn't anything outside of that. And it was through my job of doing life insurance exams that he started leading me to people that all went to this one church in the Quad Cities. And after several weeks of that, I finally was like, God, okay, you want me to go to this church, whatever, and so I basically went just to get him off my back. Started the women's Bible study there and just did start to develop that relationship that I never had prior to that.
When we were younger, we didn't go to church. We went on Christmas and Easter, which everybody calls them Creasters, and that's exactly what we did. And then when we were raising the girls, we went to church for a while, but it was just to fill the pew and do what you're supposed to do on Sunday. And then, every time I took a baby step forward, I took 3 backwards.
We ended up moving down here. We thought was because of Ken's job, which it was, but looking back now, we can see that God used that to get us to Decatur, to get us to this church.
Because I told her, if we're going to start doing a church thing, you find a church and then I'll go. I mean, that's just what it was, because I just didn't want to show up and sit in a pew just to be saying I went to church. So she found this place, and then it was 3 or 4 weeks later, I showed up, and then I liked it.
We knew that we needed to be part of First Christian Church to really, grow. It was 305 for many, many years. Arts Academy, First Kids, Student Life. I lead a Friday morning women's small group.
I started out helping her because she was fixing some of the snacks for the 305 kids, so I'd come and wash her dishes and stuff, and then one time I thought I was volunteer to be a weekend custodian to find out I was actually applying for a job. So, and been doing that ever since. So,
Ken's mom had a real tough battle with cancer, and we lost her. My mom had 3 real tough battles with cancer and Alzheimer's, and we lost her. And I know for me for sure, and I think I can speak for Ken when I say, if it was not for this church, well, of course God, but for this church supporting us, loving us, I can't even begin to imagine the prayers that have went up over the years of us dealing with all that, and I don't know where, honestly, we'd be right now if it was not for this church helping us get through it. I mean, we really do life together.
Brian, after service one time, because I happened to have been working staff that weekend, Brian walked up and said, "Thanks for everything you do." And I says, "You realize if it wasn't for this church, we wouldn't be here." And then he asked what I meant. It's like, with what I have for a job, I could live anywhere. But we chose to be here. This is where I found God.